You got to have a checklist when you're watching the game like a pro. You can't come in here like any old jabroni, okay? You got to know personnel. Who's on the field? How many tight ends? How many running backs? How many wide receivers? So let's get to this tape. Broadcast angle at home, watching it as a fan. What can I see here? I can see the personnel. I can see there are 3 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. It looks like Tank Dell lined up as the number 3 wide receiver. That's another thing if you watch a tape like a pro. How do we count wide receivers? We count them from the outside in. Closest guy to the sideline, that's 1. The next guy in, that's 2. The next guy in, that's 3. Rarely do you have more than 3 to a side. So as the number 3 wide receiver here, we got Tank Dell. Let's roll the tape. Once again, you see Tank Dell getting lined up late. You see Buda Baker running over late. Pause it. So now, once again, C.J. Stroud as a rookie. Now, C.J. Stroud was one of the better quarterbacks, period, in the league against the blitz. And one of the best quarterbacks ever as a rookie against the blitz. I believe over 104 passer rating when getting pressure after him. He sees it coming. He sees Buda Baker. He sees the linebacker. So to his right now, to C.J. Stroud's right, they're showing pressure, but the pressure is actually going to come from his left. If you roll this tape, you'll see he anticipates it. He steps up in the pocket and makes an accurate throw to that tight end. You got to have high alerts for these tight ends once you get into that high red area. Dalton Schultz, one of his favorite targets, even though he was covered and had a cornerback aligned across from him. Usually that's a matchup you stay away from, but the leverage. He was inside leverage. He made a great throw low and inside to protect his tight end from getting hit, a big hit from that safety. You get him, he doesn't get touched. Big mistake. This isn't college. You got to touch the guy down on the ground, and it's a touchdown. But that touchdown came from the information he gathered pre-snap, and then he had to execute it like a pro post-snap. Speaking of being a pro, let's get to this NFL Pro All 22 and see what we missed from the broadcast angle. Once again, just like I said from the broadcast angle, you can see these 3 receivers lined up to C.J. Stroud's left. If you highlight those 3 receivers, and that's a tight end, Dalton Schultz up top, in a very reduced split. So it's a very cut down split. It's not the normal split. Even with the ball on that near hash, he's lined up inside those numbers. So that should once again put your antennas up. Get your spidey senses going up there, corner. But here we go. Tank Dell, if you see him, he's lined up at the number 3 receiver spot. Coming off the ball, you see Buda Baker coming over a little late. Don't love that. Coming off the ball, you can see Tank. He's looking for the ball right now. That's kind of, he's a hot receiver if the offense doesn't have enough to pick up the blitzers. C.J. Stroud feels they do have enough. And now I want you to watch his eyes and this great throw he makes. Not only does he make an accurate throw, but he makes an accurate throw that protects his guys. And look, this is how you make friends as a quarterback. You don't want to set them up for the headhunters back there at safety. I mean, he looks like a 12-year vet, and you'll see even better from this last tight copy looking right at him. If you just watch his helmet as a player, as a former DB, as a former pro, something you watch on quarterbacks, especially young quarterbacks, you watch the helmet. Usually it's something down the middle of the helmet, maybe a little line here, and that helps us watching film to see where they're looking. You'll see him stare this safety down. It even peek to his left, and that'll move that free safety, and he takes his tight end out of harm's way. So that's a great job recognizing, obviously, it's going to be some type of zone coverage. Obviously recognizing it's going to be some type of pressure, getting your protection lined up, and knowing exactly where your guys are down the field. So not only make an accurate throw, but an accurate throw that's going to protect your guy and get him into the end zone.
Caught! It's a diving grab. Sliding toward the goal line is Dalton Schultz. Touchdown, Texans.
All right, one thing about being a pro or watching film like a pro, it's not just, hey, can a quarterback, can a young rookie quarterback do something once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times? No, it's something that he's doing consistently. So we're going to go to week 10 versus the Bengals, a 2-minute situation. So a high-pressure situation for a rookie quarterback. 1 minute left on the clock in the second quarter, 3rd and long. Once again, money down. Big time situation. So the pass concepts, the receivers are going to take some time to get down the field so that we can actually convert this 3rd down. We see pressure coming. It's an overload pressure to C.J. Stroud's left. So you got a lot of guys coming, you got twists, you got turns, but he trusts his offensive line, his running backs to pick up this pressure. He knows he has enough time to go through his progressions and get to Noah Brown down the field, which found a gap in that defensive secondary. Now, if we can watch this from the wide copy where I can see the DBs and all of the all-22 and see what the actual coverage did, we can actually get some more answers. All right, now we're on the NFL Pro All-22. So first things first, pre-snap. We got linebackers up. They're showing pressure. You can see it's only 3 down D linemen. So a lot of guys moving around on that second and third level. Right now, pre-snap, CJ Stroud is looking. He's looking how many guys are actually coming. So now post-snap, let's pause it here. We got 4 guys to his left coming on the blitz. They're twisting, they're turning, they're trying to create their lanes to get to him. You got 1 guy coming off his right, but he understands that he has the protection. He trusts his protection to pick it up and give him time to get down the field. He sees a big zone, a big space that opened for Noah Brown. He's set right in the window, right down the field. You can see him right there on that 40-yard line. Makes an accurate throw, gives him a runner's ball. And it's just a great job from a young quarterback, understanding the defense, also understanding his protection and that he'll have time to get down the field and get through his progression. You can see it even better from the tight copy. You see his eyes, he's calm, he's composed, his footwork is perfect. It's been perfect all season long throughout his rookie year, and he steps into that throw, makes an accurate throw. But it's just a great job from CJ Stroud. Just as a quarterback in general, he did this at a phenomenal level. But as a rookie quarterback, this is something rare, something you rarely see for an extension of a season.
Fant the block, Stroud the throw, got him! Here he comes again. Noah Brown is having a big day.
All right, so from the broadcast angle, I could see that it was pressure being brought by the Bengals defense. I couldn't see really who or how much or what was going on in the back end. What did CJ Stroud do? Why was he so composed in that pocket? Once I got to the NFL Pro, the All-22, I knew that he had complete trust in his offense to pick up that overload blitz to his left, step up in the pocket, wait for his receivers to get open, and make an accurate throw. So that's the difference. That's the level up when you're actually watching film like a pro as opposed to just watching like a fan.